Well, hello everybody and greetings. As you can see, this is not Mr. Chestnut. If it is, he really did some cosmetic work over the weekend. I know that. No, this is Dr. McNair from Fairmont High School, and I was lucky enough to catch her on the day when she didn't have class down. Well, she's going to tell you about that in a minute. And she's a math teacher. And as I told her before we started taping this video, uh, math and I have never been real close friends. And my father used to get very upset at me back in the day when I was a little boy and when he couldn't understand why I couldn't get to the bottom of these word problems, such as this one. If a train is moving down the tracks at 40 miles an hour and there's a 22-mile-an-hour crosswind striking the train from the left side, what is the engineer's niece's cousin's recipe for potato salad? I bet you'll never get that on the end of grade or end of course test. I got in trouble one time with a teacher friend of mine because I told that to a student, and they went and reported me that I was telling funny word problem jokes, and they kind of rolled over on me on that. But anyway, I'm not a math person. I can spell Pythagoras, but that's about it, or Euclid. And I did well in theorem math in college, a course called Math 101, where we had to prove that such and such was. But as far as doing all those equations and quotients, things that I've seen on Dr. McNair's chalkboard in her classroom when I went out there to work with the youth council, that's not me. This is the lady that's qualified to talk about math. And I'm very fortunate to have her take the time today to be my guest. And we'll put this on video and on YouTube and Facebook. And she has also, she might want to throw that in because I know she's very proud of this. She has a daughter who has done some remarkable things, not the age level that you would think either. She's teaching right now, isn't she?
Yes, sir.
At an age when she shouldn't be teaching. And that's because of her intelligence and the pursuit. And her husband is also a teacher. I've spoken to his class before. And not in Dr. McNair's class. That'd be the shortest class in the world, about 2 seconds. Hello, y'all. This is the math class. Bye. See you later. Dr. McNair, tell us a little bit about your background, and then we'll get into what you do at Fairmont High School. And I'd like for you to specifically talk about the summer classes you've been doing.
Yes, sir. My background, my schooling, public schools of Robeson County, Green Grove, Fairgrove, and South Robeson. Class of 1991 valedictorian. I graduated from UNC Chapel Hill in the Teaching Fellows Program in 1995. So I am a diehard Tar Heel fan. I am principal of that School of Education I received there. I did my master's work at UNC Pembroke, and I also got a doctorate degree from Argosy University in 2014. Now, as far as teaching, I have completed 30 years of teaching. And I still...
You gonna cash your chips in?
I am not. Right. I actually...
You gonna go across the line?
I know I'm still dedicated to Fairmont.
Okay.
I feel like I still have things I need to do in this town because I'm really passionate about the Fairmont community and surrounding those that feed into Fairmont.
For those who don't know, tell them who your father was.
Tell them who my...
Tell the listeners and the viewers who your father was.
My dad is Reverend Jimmy Gilchrist. He came through Rose. Yeah, he came. This is home for him. He came from Rosenwald at the time, and he's now going to be 80 years old this year. But I come from a long line of being passionate about education. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Well, I've only been in your room maybe 6 times when I was working with the youth council when I tried to start it several years ago, and I noticed that you had a immediate, as soon as the bell rang, immediate flow of about 5 or 6, sometimes more than that, students who came in for tutoring.
That's right.
Well, obviously that's been done a lot lately, more so than when I was teaching. you just didn't see a lot of tutoring done after school. Bell rang, people left. And I admire you for doing that, because that's a lot of extra work, after the bell rang. What we're talking about, I'm gonna cross the line for those of you who don't know what that means. I retired in 99 with 30 years. 1999 with 30 years at Fairmont High School. And they were just at that point thinking about putting in the system where you could stay in place.
Okay.
And I wasn't gonna roll the dice.
Understood.
So I took an opportunity to go to Dillon High School. When I crossed the line, because South Carolina's a reciprocal state, they accepted all my credits and all the work that I had done in my 30 years. And I started out on their top level salary with North Carolina and South Carolina insurance. For those who want to teach and make it a financial gain, that's the way to go. But not everybody does that. Not everybody wants to do that. Some people are locked into their home school or whatever, and they want to do that like you are. And I admire that. I mean, that's great. And I was fortunate enough to leave Dillon after 7 years and get a chance to teach at Lakeview High School for 3 years. So, I mean, that's what I chose. Not everybody wants to do that. Now, if you live in Mebane, North Carolina, I doubt very seriously if you'd want to ride all the way to Dillon, South Carolina to teach. But when you're 12 miles away, it's a little different.
It's a little different.
Anyway, what are the classes that you teach? What are the types of math that you do teach at high school?
At Fairmont High, I have Math 3 Honors, Math 4, and Math 4 Honors. And generally, I'm focused on now the students are now with 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. There's a blend, can be in one classroom. It looks like Algebra 2, Trigonometry, and Pre-Calculus. That's what it looks like by names.
Why do you think on the national level, and you, I'm sure you keep up with this, why are our students, not Fairmont, but our students, the national students, why are we so far behind in math? We want to get into the reading and the English and all that, but that's not your area. But why? Is it the teaching? Is it the fact that there's a competition with cell phones? We've both been there.
Yes.
You're still teaching,
Yes, sir.
and I left the profession, but I've seen education degrade over the years.
Yes,
and I was
sir.
wondering why you think it is in math.
I think we have to continuously practice these standards. Like, for example, our standards are going to change in 3 years, and so as soon as we go and just rest or not talk about it, then the students may go into their relaxed mode, like summer mode. I think they still need to keep practicing those skills, because something new will be building on the skills from the previous school year. So I think that maybe the lack of practicing the skills that they've already been taught is a reason why we may be falling behind. But I do believe we have the ability to stay up to par with the rest of the nation if we just keep working at it and not just forget about it. Because we got to constantly practice it, skill and drill, as I was told many years ago. Got to keep it at taste of skill and drill, practice, and I think that's what's going to help the most.
How do you think COVID? Because I have my own personal observation story on this. I saw that with my own 2 eyes. How do you think COVID affected not just your domain, but other teachers' domains?
Not having that face,
having to be home.
I think the face-to-face was a thing that was one of the largest missing pieces. Students need that face-to-face interaction. The computer screens, we only could guess if the students were there, and we just pray that they really were there. And if you go to a profile and it just be just an image, then you don't know if the child is actually on the other side of the screen. So I think the face-to-face was one thing that was a benefit before COVID, and we're having to build that back up since that time.
I was at Lakeview High School from 2017 to 2021 until I was elected mayor again. I'm the only person probably in North Carolina, probably in the United States, that ever divorced the same principal twice. Same guy. 09 and then in 21. Because I couldn't do both jobs. I saw the teachers there, because I saw them every day.
Yes, sir.
Put together packets in manila envelopes that thick.
That's right.
And take them down to the band room, which was right on the back side of the campus. You open the door, you step out 2 steps, a car come by. and car after car after car with adults driving, sometimes children, 16-year-olds, whatever, 17, with the child sometimes in the car.
Yes, sir.
Came to get Johnny's stuff. 4 packets.
That's right.
A bucket brigade.
That's
5 teachers handed into the window.
That's right.
I made a bet with the assistant principal, who's a football coach, Johnny Dew. I said, I will bet you the title of my house, my car, and every dime that I have to my name, that those packets will sit on the kitchen table or on the living room table, because this man and woman who are the grandparents of that child will never, they can't even spell trigonometry. It's not because they're ignorant.
Right.
These are 60-year-old people, 50-year-old people. They got jobs to do. They ain't got time for that. And I saw what COVID did.
Yeah.
With the laptops, every kid got a laptop.
Yeah.
One of the English teachers there asked me to give the Holocaust lecture that I gave to 2 of her in-class people, to 1 class online. I sat down, she set the thing on front of me, pushed the button, and I got 8 squares of students, 1 in pajamas.
Wow.
She had already told, she apologized to me later. She said, it wasn't anything rude or nothing, but she just had on pajamas.
Yes.
Was sitting cross-legged on her bed in front of her screen. And it threw me off a little bit, because I'm a face-to-face guy.
That's right.
I'm like you.
Yeah.
I got to talk to you. I got to walk up and put my hand on your shoulder, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to ask a real teacher what they're thinking of COVID did, and I believe it did affect. And it's we're only 2026. That's only 5 years ago.
That's right.
Takes a while to build it back. Now,
That's right.
you said skill and drill and stay connected.
Yeah.
What are you doing this summer to follow that up?
I started a summer academic camp. Academic, called it Back to Basics, because I have this strong belief that if we can find students where they are and pull them up, then we can bridge some academic gaps. And so for 3 days, 3 hours a day, 3 days a week, the town of Fairmont, I do appreciate y'all giving the opportunity to just set up a classroom. It's kindergarten through 12th grade that's open to, and the main thing that it is free. For anybody, any parent have a child that wants to bridge some gaps during the summer months, and I had 7 weeks of this. I got 3 left to go.
Is it too late for somebody to come?
It is never too late.
This is why you're on YouTube. This is your chance to tell them. Bring them on down.
Bring up 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock at the Heritage Center. We are there Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Magic word, free, folks.
It is free. Yes, sir. I don't. There's no charge. We do the mid morning snack and a juice. We have a closing ceremony, and Mayor, I invite you and your staff to come and see what the youth have been doing for this time. Just wanted to show the participation and what the town. I thank them for all the donations. It's just been a good experience. And they have individual packets, so no 2 children may be sitting side by side with the same information. It's bridging their gap.
Well, you'll be amazed at this, maybe not. But in 2007, Senator David Weinstein, North Carolina Senator David Weinstein, called me up after I'd made appeal after appeal after appeal to him to let us turn the Super 10 store into the Heritage Center.
Okay.
Because they were getting ready to build one out here on the dirt, on the grassy area right beside where that warehouse burned.
Yes, sir.
It had gone from $500,000 to $1.5 million with add-ons.
Okay.
And we'd have never got it built.
Right.
So Weinstein says, have your town manager and Jimmy Burns, the banker, retired banker, and you in my office Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
I said, Senator Weinstein, I can't go. That's January 7th. That's start of 2nd semester at Lakeview High School.
Right.
And folks, I can't tell you what Senator Weinstein said on air, but he told me in no uncertain terms, I will have 3 top people from the Golden Leaf Foundation and my office. You will be there.
Okay.
So at 10 o'clock, Blake Proctor, Jimmy Burns, and I walked in his office. He says, I'm in a meeting. I'll be there. Going down the hall, 2nd room on the right.
Okay.
Walked in there, sat Valeria Lee, the president of the Golden Leaf Foundation, Pat McCabe, and Gene Sorrells,
Okay.
secretary and treasurer. Weinstein walked in 15 minutes later. Walked in, closed the door behind him, leaned against the door, looked at me and winked with his offside eye, and looked at Valeria Lee and pointed at me and said, if he doesn't get a $500,000 grant to put the store that he wants to remodel into a community building, I've got the votes on the floor today to shut down the Golden Leaf Foundation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've never heard a politician say anything that bluntly.
Yeah.
And it got their attention. But the reason that we got that grant is because of those 2 classrooms.
Oh.
Ronnie and I installed in the drawings, in the plans, those 2 classrooms to make it easier pill for the Golden Leaf Foundation to swallow.
Awesome.
Because they were going to have to do this.
Yes.
And we got a $500,000, and it's a beautiful building.
Yes, sir.
And it's been used for almost 20 years now.
That's right.
Mr. Howard Lennon takes care of that building like it's his own house.
He does.
But it's a safe place, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Honest. You got a great teacher here. Wonderful teacher. Not only is she a great teacher for people that she's not connected to, I'm going to brag on her now. Tell them about your daughter. This is powerful, folks. You need to listen to this.
Yes, my daughter, Hannah Pearson, she graduated from Fairmont High School in 2023.
That's 2 years ago now. 3 years.
Yes.
Keep that in mind. I can do the math on this. Go ahead.
She went through with the CCP program, finishing in half the amount of time. So by the age of 19, she had already obtained a RCC associate's degree and a UNC Pembroke bachelor's degree in elementary education. So at 19 years old, she has begun teaching, going into her second year now at Roland Norman in the kindergarten classroom. But she was 19 years old. She has now turned 20. So she's officially 20 years old now, going into her second year of being a public school teacher for the public school of Robeson County.
23 years old is when I started teaching.
Yes.
That's after a high school degree or graduation and 4 years of college.
Yes.
23. Then she started at 19. They didn't just, Dr. McNair is one of our teachers. We'll just give Hannah a degree. No. She earned that.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is a lady who is, if she can do that with her daughter and motivate her daughter and get her daughter all pumped up and dedicated like that at 19 to be a teacher, I bet are there statistics about that? Is that being nationally?
It's very few that have done that. We you hear talk of now other people saying there may have been others out there, but she's one of the few.
I guarantee you it's not many.
Not many.
I'm going to close with this. For any of you out there who are watching this and have children who think they might want to be a teacher, it is the greatest. I'm going to try and get through this. I get emotional when I talk about teaching. I love this job. This is a great job in the world. It really is a great job. I'll put this job up there with anybody if you treat it the right way. On every day I get a chance to help somebody. Phone rings, somebody comes in the office. I need my street sprayed for mosquitoes. We get it sprayed. That's a little thing. It's no big deal. But to me, it means a lot. On any given day, and this lady right here will tell you that I'm right. People will come back to her 4, 5, 10 years later and say to her these things. I have a father, but if I had to choose another one, it would be you. You changed my life. I'm living today because of the things you taught me. And just on and on and on. There is no job like it. I put this right up there with a heart surgeon and a defense attorney arguing for someone's life on a capital case. It's that pinnacle. For me, it is. And God bless people like Dr. McNair who are willing to put up with, from time to time, I'm sure some unruly students and some ones who don't want to go along and cooperate, to get to the core of what they really need, a better education. God bless you, and God bless for what you do, and you have my highest admiration.
Thank you. I can't do it without my volunteers. I'm a willing staff.
Who are some of the people that you have?
I have Miss Pumpkin Moore. She's in pre-K kindergarten. Trudy Anderson. Miss Helen Maynard. Let me go back. Miss Trudy's in.
Helen Maynard from the daycare out there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, my former wife's. I had to ride out there every morning and take David out there to Childhood Development Center.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have Miss Hernshaw from Rosenwald. Brian McNair, 5th grade. Joshua Anderson, that's in the art program. And then I have Melinda McCoy. I have Miss Niecy Wallace and her daughter.
I know Denise, one of the great cooks of all time.
Yes, and they're keeping us grounded. And Brittany, but we just are having a great positive time. Great positive time. We have also Miss Carol Henson Washington.
Oh yeah, wonderful lady. She's up here every single morning when the school buses from charter school leave. She and another lady are there, Christina Callahan, are there every morning to make sure that everybody gets on the bus on time.
That's right. And
the same people that were late for my classes come up here at 1 minute to 7, sliding sideways in their cars. I'm surprised there hasn't been a wreck up here. Really am, because but Dr. McNair does a wonderful job, and there are others just like her. Teaching's a wonderful thing. If you get a chance over the next 3 weeks, haul your children up here and let them get some real education. Learn something really important so that when school starts, they can hit the path rolling.
It's great.
Dr. McNair, thank you so much for being my guest today, and
thank you.
I hope you get have wonderful success and get everybody through the EOG or EOC test.
Yes. I'm looking forward to it. We've made great gains, and we have made Fairmont proud because we worked so hard. Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah, we have come.
There were teacher-made tests when I was in school. Yes. Thank God there wasn't anything like that, and I never had to teach. I never had to give an end-of-course test in South Carolina because they were way. I love them to death, but they were way behind the steering wheel.
Yes.
I went down there. They hadn't even done tests yet, pre-tests.
Wow.
So by the time I did my 10 years down there, I was just leaving. They was just starting to have them. Worst thing it ever been for me. The worst thing was ever created was the end of course testing.
It's different,
because it puts you on the spot.
That's
stuff that you're not responsible for.
That's right. We definitely have to. That's why we got to stay on it.
Yeah.
Stay on it.
Thank you again, and thank you all for watching today. Tune in to YouTube and Facebook. I don't know where you'll see it, but you'll see it on one of those channels. And come and let Dr. McNair show you what math's all about. Not for. Don't listen to me. Listen to her. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.